Good morning. You know what day it is? Hump day! Mike. So, Keith Cunningham ended his message with a warning that was given to him by a Hindu monk when he was going through his personal journey, which led him to where he is now. And the monk said, hell on earth would be to meet the person that you could have become. And of all of the things that Keith read and studied, that was the thing that impacted him the most. And every motivational speaker has a story similar to that. Les Brown has this great story about, and if you haven't listened to Les, by the way, look him up. He's spectacular. And he does this great story about you're on your deathbed and surrounding you are all of the things that you could have accomplished, all of the traits and gifts that were unique to you. And Les is religious, so he says that God gave to you and you wasted. And he says, you'll meet them all on your deathbed if you don't use them. And they'll surround you and they'll say, we were sent to you. God sent us to you for you to take care of and give these gifts to the world, and you wasted us. And now we never get to be our full potential. We never get to show the world what could have happened because you wasted your life and didn't do everything that you could have done. Tony Robbins talks about there's no victims, only volunteers. Pretty harsh. That's a harsh statement. But that goes along the line of the triad that we've been talking about, which we will get back to, I promise. But at the end of the day, you've heard me talk about the rocking chair test, something that I also heard from Tony Robbins, that when you get to that end result, you want to be able to look back and say, I did everything that I came here to do. I did everything that I wanted to do. I love the movie Meet Joe Black. And at the end of that movie, the guy's given his speech and he knows that it's his last evening on earth and it's his birthday. And he says to the crowd, I'm going to share with you my birthday wish. And my birthday wish is that you are lucky enough to have a life like me, that you're able to look back and say, I don't want anything more. I did everything that I came here to do. And I hope that you're all lucky enough to have a life like that. A life like that is a life that is designed. It's a life that's done intentionally. In order to do everything that we came here to do, that means we got to wake up every day and know what it is that we're supposed to be accomplishing so that we don't get wrapped up in the noise, so that we don't get wrapped up in the crap. I saw a thing on social media the other day where somebody walked up to a very elderly person that was sitting on a bench, smoking a cigarette, and they said, how old are you? And the person said, well, I'm 94. And they said, if you could give any piece of advice to people that are young, what would you say? And he thought for a second and he said, I would say, slow down. Stop being in such a rush and worrying about all of the junk that at the end isn't going to matter. Slow down and enjoy the time. Enjoy the time with your family. Enjoy the time with your friends. Take the time to look at a sunrise and a sunset. Take the time to tell the people that you care about them. But at the end of the day, we want to do certain things too. We want to grow. We want to evolve. We want to give back. We want to do all of these things. To do that, you got to start intentionally. You got to start every day, almost every day, knowing this is what my outcome. And your outcome for a day can be, today I'm going to do nothing. Today I'm going to watch football and I'm going to hang out with my buddies, and that's going to be my day, is to connect with them and to have a day, have a personal day. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to be out being productive every day, but live the life that's intentioned. The phrase that hit me when I read it was, make sure you design your own life so that you don't become part of somebody else's design for theirs. That's the one that hit me. The people that design their own life, they control their day, they control their outcomes, they control what they pay attention to, they control who they talk to as much as possible. That doesn't always happen, of course, but for the most part, they do. The people that don't do that, they become part of that person's design for their life. If you're not designing your own life, then you're going to get swept up in somebody else's design for theirs, because they're going to be the ones that say, hey, I want to do this today, so I need you to do this. And if you're not designing your life, then you're going to get swept up, and that's where you're going to go. Design your own life. Start intentionally. Live life intentionally. Don't go to the end and meet that person that you could have been. Hell on earth, meeting the person that you could have been at the end of your life. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.